Good afternoon, I'm Brother Les. In this video, I'll be talking about 2 prophetic warning dreams I had. This video is part of a series that I feel the Lord has prompted me to do to address Christians in the United States to help them better understand the precarious state we are in. In March, I had a dream about the unveiling of a record-sized anaconda snake, which had been hidden under a large, expansive building. When I awoke and discussed the dream with my wife, the meaning that came to us was that the enemy would try to use the COVID-19 crisis to strangle our economy so they could take over. As time has gone on, it's become clear that they also want to restrain the church from being who Christ has called her to be, salt and light in society, and the most powerful force on earth to advance his kingdom. Many of the socialists and more extreme Marxists have used the virus and other crises to push their radical agenda. We've seen them shut and hold down the economy, churches, schools, the police, riot and loot, and the list goes on and on. It demonstrates the radical left's lust for power and is a very loud and clear warning to all what could happen if we as the people of God remain inactive and allow those with evil intent to win the White House and many other elections, including mayoral and governor positions. It is quite noteworthy that the cities that have allowed violence and chaos to continue, as well as the most restrictive states, have been all overseen by radical Democrat leaders. As someone called to intercede for America for almost 30 years now, I must sound the alarm that this election could determine if our beloved republic will stand or be overthrown, and thus losing many of our most cherished freedoms, including the freedom to fully practice our faith and proclaim the gospel without governmental inheritance. Pastors and church leaders, listen to the warning that I received from the Lord. An important part of your job is to equip the saints in your congregation and help them grow into a biblical worldview. In June, I had a dream in which I was talking with a prominent pastor. In it, I told him that the reason we have socialism is because pastors did not teach and warn their people about this evil. Implied in the dream was that many Christians ignorantly voted for socialist candidates. Incidentally, based on how radical the left has become in recent years, and in the last 6 months, if we allow it to take over, we could get a government that quickly implements many socialist policies, taking more and more control, and then rapidly moves into communist or Marxist totalitarian control. Pastors, please educate your people over the next several weeks about this and show them a comparison between the Democrat versus the Republican platforms. Do not think that you and your church will be safe and that you'll be able to continue doing church as you have been if you say nothing and the anti-God party takes over. They may try to silence you and other pastors and shut the churches down, or at least try to restrain them from being the people of God we're called to be. This is a time for brave words and action. I hope you love our country and our freedoms as much as I do. We could lose many of these if we're not vigilant. Please watch the next video